Welcome to another episode of Love Living Local 315. We are your hosts, Scott and Kelly Greats, and it's not just any episode. It's our 200th, baby.
It's amazing.
Yeah, remember our first?
Yep. I think I do. We were in
You
our
never
house,
forget your first.
right?
Yeah, no, it was
Was it Melanie Welch?
Principal Melanie
Yeah.
Welch. Yeah,
Yep.
we opened up. Well, actually, we should probably know this. I'm thinking we probably did like an intro as to like what we were going to do.
Yeah, I
The
think we
mission
did.
of the show.
Yep. And then I think she was definitely our first Hey Neighbor.
We're still a well-oiled machine after 200 episodes, as you can tell. All right, look, we want to spend 5-6 minutes here talking about our Putts for a Purpose charity golf outing, which is going to be on Friday, June 27th. And we're hoping a lot of you get involved. Now, all of you can't get involved because we are capping the field, we're capping sponsorship. But when we started this thing, we set out to shine a spotlight on amazing people doing amazing things right here in central New York, the place that we've called home for 3, maybe 4 generations. And what better way than to raise some money, right? So our mission is to raise over $10,000 in one day. Our goal is to have 20 different local charities be the benefactor of that. And so we're going to give you the details. Where do you want to start?
Well, we can start with, do you want to start with?
Here's the funny thing about golf, and I say this lovingly and respectfully. The people who make the most money on golf tournaments are the hosts, the golf course.
Yes, for sure.
So,
They are good friends of ours.
Oh,
Blake
for sure.
and
Yeah.
Feigl.
And we're going to be
excited to
at
have
Pine
there.
Hills.
Yep.
And, it's, we went back and forth with entry fee. You don't make money on golfers. I've run a few different charitable golf outings, and it's like, well, you want to set it so it's affordable, but then you also have to be realistic. So we're at $150, 150 for the entry fee. Where we're a little bit different is every foursome is going to name a local charity that they're playing for, and we are going to cut a check from every foursome for $100. To that local charity. So right off the top, $25 per golfer will go towards the charity of their choice.
And it's $150 per person.
$150. Yeah, definitely not per person. Yeah. So 150, 75 goes to the golf course, 25 is going to go to charity. We're going to give everyone some Love Living Local merch. So we're going to give everyone a hat because t-shirts are just hard. Clothing's hard with sizing. Yeah. So the hat is adjustable to fit your noggin. Those, when we factor in all the customizing and shipping and all that, are about $25 a piece. And then you've got, one thing that we're going to do different that I play in a lot of charity golf outings, and there's the entry fee, but then you end up spending like another $100
on all the extra stuff, right?
So we are including a guaranteed $500 cash prize for a putting contest, $500 for the skins contest. We're going to do on-course events and activities, all of the drinks, beer and seltzers, right? Yeah. So you're on your own with the other stuff, but beer, seltzers, obviously non-alcoholic stuff, all included, the lunch and dinner included. So we're setting it up so that your $150 entry fee, you can certainly take more money out of your pocket if you want to for something random, but you don't need to. That's going to cover everything. So when all the dust settles, and we've got a $100,000 hole-in-one contest, and that is a couple grand to buy insurance for that in case someone hits it. So when you start factoring in all the costs, I think we actually lose a few bucks at $150 per person.
But it's for a great cause, and what's new?
Right. I mean, we'll get to that too, right? I mean, the whole podcast, we lose money on a lot of it.
We gain in other ways.
That's right.
We don't make any money.
Enjoy.
Yep.
So the sponsors are going to be a big piece of this, and where we are very different than every other golf outing is, first of all, whatever sponsorship level you choose, 50%, so half of your sponsorship level is going to go to the charity of the sponsor's choice. So we're going to have one keynote naming sponsor for $5,000. By the time you're listening to this, maybe it's already taken. Hopefully it has been. But $2,500 of that is going to go to whatever charity they choose. We'll have levels at $1,000, so $500 goes to charity, and then again at $500, $250 will go to charity. Just in case you can't do the math on what half is, I just did it for the sponsors. So half will go to to charity. But then the other thing that's going to make us very different is we, frankly, not to toot our own horn, people must like you, but we have quite the following now.
We do.
We've had tens of thousands of unique downloads, tens of thousands of unique visitors. We've had legit millions, over 2 million views on our social media content. Jay Spina does our producing, and he does our shorts and our reels, and a great job at that. And he's kind of cracked the algorithm, and we've got a lot of eyeballs on us. So when we put stuff out to market in this hyper local focused market. So if you're a sponsor, again, I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, but I'll just say it. Like there's so many of these golf outings I play in where 10 minutes after the golf outing ends, I couldn't tell you who any of the sponsors were.
Right. So when you get to a hole, there'll be a sign there, and that's it. Like you take your picture with the sign, or it's sponsored. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But with us, it's going to be
a little bit
different.
Yeah. And we, I've been to some where sponsors have spent 10, 15, 20 grand to be the naming sponsor. I couldn't even tell you who they were a day later. And so what we're going to do is we are going to offer space on our platform. So we're going to interview the sponsors. We're going to create branding content, tons of social media clips.
We will focus on events and things that you have going on so that the community knows about it.
Yeah. So really the 3-4 months after the event, we are going to promote you, get you in front of our audience numerous times, and you will see results from this sponsorship package. I promise, not from the day of golf, but the day of golf will be fun, and we hope that you participate with us. We're going to also have a lot of content creators, videographers, photographers on course. We'll be doing interviews on the course and creating content that way to share with our audience, and then we will meet up with you afterwards and do a bunch of content afterwards. So unique in that way, where your money is actually being well spent. It's an advertising, marketing, branding, sponsorship, charitable. It checks a lot of boxes. So the sponsors will make this thing successful or not. So like I said, we don't make money on the golfers. We need the sponsors, and we're willing to help you out in return. So that's the gist of it.
I just want to talk about the urgency of registering, and you are going to have to pay on the website to register. We will not be collecting money the day of. There's going to be a lot going on, and we just want to have fun and focus on raising money for great, local causes and organizations that if you want a spot, you are going to have to sign up online at our website, www.lovelivinglocal315.com, and you will have to pay the $150 to register. We will also have it set up where you can say like the other 4 golfers that you think you're going to golf with, but they're going to have to sign up as well too. So
other 3, we'll figure it.
We'll I don't want it to turn into people sending us DMs or emails, save me a spot. We're not saving any spot.
It all gets like sticky and confusing and convoluted.
And then whether we're doing this rain or shine, we are not going to do a rain date. We're not going to, this is happening. So if the weather is not great, still come.
Yeah. And the other thing too that we need to mention is because we are giving away a lot of content afterwards, and we're making a lot of promises to our sponsors afterwards, we are limiting the number of sponsors. So if you are interested, do that ASAP. And we're not a huge fan of dragging this thing out forever. So for pace of play, we are limiting the number of golfers, 30 foursomes, which is still a big crowd. So 120 people, but 30 foursomes will be the max, and it's first come, first serve. Lunch and registration will be at 11 a.m. Again, this is Pine Hills Golf Course and
Jones Road, Frankfort.
Yep. And so 11 a.m. until 12, and then shotgun start at 12. We'll have everything wrapped up by 5.
We have music planned. The Showtime trio is going to be there playing music at the end of the golf tournament, starting around 5:30, and then dinner will
be around
follow.
6:30. Putting contest, and the other thing too is each foursome you're playing. We'll have some individual prizes, longest drive close to the pin, your traditional stuff. We'll have some on course stuff that'll be fun as well.
Tomfoolery, some fun stuff.
But if you win it, we're just going to double the donation to your charity.
Right.
So no individual team prizes, so play well, have fun, but everything is going to charity. So those are the logistics. So yeah, make sure that you register right away. And when we're full, and we're hoping to fill up in the next few weeks so we can just focus on all the logistics and having fun with us. So, look, we say those that give always have. We've never monetized this thing. We're coming up on 2 years. The cost to run this is somewhere north of like $50,000 a year. 2 years, 200 episodes. We've invested six figures. That pains me to say that.
Don't think about it.
Started out as a good idea, but now as we've got 2 kids in college and we're trying to figure out tuition, I'm like, but we've met so many amazing people. And we've had an absolute blast with it. And 200 episodes has gone by in the blink of an eye. And we appreciate you and your support. And then, the ask of you now is to share this episode, share it on social, share it through text message to your friends. But make sure that you guys get registered. Let's spread the word as fast as possible. It's what we do.
Sounds good.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, gang. Appreciate you. We will be back for episode 201 a little bit later in the week. Until then, register for golf.
Support local, play golf, make a difference.
Putts for a purpose.
Yes.